Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizky Tirandi. I'm from class PBEA and I will give a short explanation about skills for transactional speaking, lesson from section 2. So, uh, there are some skills that speakers need to learn for transactional speaking, which is the uh, the skill to explain a need or an intention, to describe something, skill to ask questions, skill to ask for clarifications, skills to ask for a skill to confirm information, skill to give and justify an opinion, skill to make suggestions, skill to clarify understanding, skill to make comparisons, and skill to state agreement and disagreement. So the first one is expression intention. So this one is that uh, it's a skill that where we have to plan of what we're gonna say before we want to say it. So we already so at first we thought about it in our head and then express it through speaking. So for example, like he's decided to fly back to Chicago, which means he already planned what he want to do before go before go to Chicago. And the second thing is a second skill is describing things. So this one is when you want to describing objects or a thing. It's very simple. For example, what does it look like? That's the question, and then always start to describing it, like how it's big, it has a hairy arms, it's 5 feet tall, it's weight 70 pounds, it's something like that. That's how describing things, especially in details. So the third skill is asking for clarification. So asking for clarification is basically like for example, like when someone says something but you're not really sure of what they're saying, so you want to make sure that what you're hearing was right. So for example, like when people say something and then you can really hear what they're saying, you can just say like, oh, I'm sorry, could you repeat that once again? So you're asking like, am I hearing things right or not, something like that. The fourth skill is confirming information. So this one is basically like we already have information and we need like we want to confirm it, but because like we know about something but we just not really sure and we just want to make sure of it. So like for example, you are going to attend the meeting next week, aren't you? We know that there's a meeting next week, but we're not really sure that that is he gonna go or not. So we asking like, are you go or you are going or not, something like it's something like that. And then the fifth skill is expressing and justifying opinions. So this one is like when people like expressing our opinions or our feelings, and then we want to just justify those feelings. We want to make sure that we think like this is the right, I mean it's the of or like this is the right thing in my opinion or in my mind, something like that. So for example, I think the trains are more reliable than buses in my country as the government has invested a lot of money into the system, which means we are justifying that train is much better than the bus because the government spend more money on the train. So the train has more better facilities than the bus. And then the sixth skill is making suggestions. So we basically kind of like giving like someone our opinion or like an advice. We try to like give them like a choice. For example, why don't you go to movies then? Like we can like give them suggestion, we can like give them advice to go to the movies to enjoy themselves. Like why don't you go skiing on Sunday? What doesn't she or something like what doesn't she come to China? We can like giving her like questions or like advice like why does she, or asking like why she doesn't come to China. And then the seventh skills is stating agreement and disagreement. So this one is like basically when some people have like their opinion, they stated their opinion, and then we may feel like their opinion kind of like lacking something, or we don't really like agree with that opinion that is stated, then we can just like say disagree, or if we just like agree, we can just go on with it and agree with it. For example, like when they said like how they state their opinion, first they gonna like when you like want to asking about all these people opinion, like what's your ideas, what your thoughts on all of this, how do you feel about that, what do you have anything to say about this. That's how you like asking for opinion first, and then if you like want to say your opinion, you can say like, in my opinion, the way I see it, if you want my honest opinion, or according to me or according to him. uh, and then if you like think that maybe they are the like giving their opinion, but you think that their opinion can that you can add a little bit more information on their statement, then you can just like, can I add something here? Is it okay if I jump in for a second, if I may add something like, like just say something that if you think like you can add more information on their opinion. And then if you like finally agree with it, you can just say, yeah, I agree with you 100%, I couldn't agree with you more, that's so true, that's for sure, absolutely, you are absolutely right, exactly, something like that. Like agreeing with their opinion. Now when you expressing your disagreement, you can like, I don't think so, no way, I'm afraid I disagree, I beg to differ, totally disagree, not necessary, or something like that. That's how you like, you can like disagree with the other. So yeah, I think that's all. Thank you so much for your attention, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.